Hi guys, this is Meso. Welcome to my kitchen today where we're going to be making collard greens Kenya style. Now this is a delicious African style recipe that was given to me by my good friend Tosha, and Tasha's husband is from Kenya. This is a delicious and unique vegetarian recipe that not only adds a rich and a nutty buttery taste to collard greens, but the peanut butter also adds some much needed protein to the vegetarian diet. I want to show you these collard greens I got here. It's a small bunch, and you see that I only paid $1.58 for this little bunch of greens. I'm going to go on and get them opened up. I'm going to give them a once over. I'm going to wash them, and then I've cut them up into shreds or just into small pieces. I've got one large tomato diced up here, and I have one medium onion diced up. Here I have 3 tablespoons of oil, and I'm going to get my onions right down into the oil and my tomatoes into the oil, and I'm going to begin to let these guys saute away. Let's take a look over into this pot. What do I have here? Let's stir it a little bit. Yeah. So you see they're actually frying. I wish you could be in here if you could smell this right now. It smells so good. So now you see they've been frying for a little while, and you see that the tomatoes have begun to break down and the onions have become translucent. It smells so good. Nothing here but onions and tomatoes. Now I'm going to get my collard greens, and I am going to begin to add my collard greens into this tomato and onion and oil mixture. So I'm just putting them in by the handfuls, and I'm going to fill this pot all the way up. Now remember that collard greens will be big and bulky until the heat hits them. Then they'll begin to wilt. And so what looks like a really big pot will actually cook down to about a fourth of the amount that you started with. So you see mine here are already shrinking. I'm going to go ahead and add about 1 cup of water to these greens. I don't want these greens swimming and floating in water like you would do when you're making regular greens. These greens are going to be more sauteed and sort of fried. So I don't want to keep very much water in them at all. I'm just stirring, and I'm bringing up that oil and those onions and those tomatoes from the bottom, working them all through the collard greens. Also, I'm giving them a chance to wilt when the heat gets on them. Gonna just cover them for a while. We're back checking on them. Oh, don't these look good? Now, you know, I could stop right here and eat mine just like this because these guys are tender. But I'm gonna go ahead and cook them a little longer because most of you guys like yours cooked longer than this. So we're gonna cook them a little bit longer. Let me go ahead at this point and add in my sea salt. Gonna put in just a little bit of salt here. And give it a good stir. Just gonna cover it and let it cook maybe 5 minutes covered. Yes, 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 and double yes. Here I have the magic bullet. Look at this, guys. No, I didn't make a mistake. I have not lost my mind. Here I have 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter. Oh, I'm going to get this right down into these greens. I know you guys are saying, Meso, have you lost it? But look at this, guys. You see how this peanut butter is melting into these greens? Do you see how creamy and delicious this looks? I know you're wondering, but what does it taste like? Oh, you just wait. Oh, my goodness. My mouth is literally watering right now. Can't wait to taste this. I've let them cook just a little bit longer, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, just to let them heat through. And I'm going to go ahead and start getting them into a bowl. You know why I'm putting them into the bowl? Because I'm getting ready for my very favorite part, and that's going to be the tasting. Look at this, guys. Look at this. So So now I've brought these greens to a different part of the kitchen, and my lighting over here is not as good as it was over at the stove. So the greens look a little bit darker than they actually are. The color is what you saw on the other shot. So you see the greens here, you can see the tomatoes, you can see the onions in here, and see how these greens are sort of sticking together. They're, oh, look at that. Look at that. Let's taste it. Come on, let's taste it. Oh, you can't imagine. This is so. If there's a sweetness here, it's buttery. It has a little bit of a nutty taste. Oh my goodness! And the leaves, they're just stuck together with the peanut butter. I can hardly describe this to you. You got to try this. Look, this is a new spin on your greens. Don't tell your family what you're doing to it. Don't tell them I'm doing anything different. Just cook it like this and put it before them and watch them eat it up. This is delicious, guys. I kid you not. And also, if you're vegetarian, this is a wonderful dish because it adds some protein to your vegetable. Yeah, this is a keeper. I love it, guys. I'm going to be making it a lot. Guys, thank you for coming by my kitchen today to see what I was making. You knew that I'd be throwing down, and I want you to try this recipe. If you like what you saw, share, comment, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up.